Welcome, everybody, to the It's Time to Wow 'em community, our very first call of 2025. I am super stoked because what I have to share with you today, I believe, truly can be a game changer for your business. Because once you have this framework, you can utilize it in so many different ways. But really, what I'm teaching you today is how to infuse those wow moments, those wow elements into your business. And this is what is going to set you apart from your competition because they likely are not, first of all, this strategic. And second of all, they're probably don't care as much about the experience as you do. And obviously, you're part of this community, so you do care about the experience that you offer. And I believe that if you can create this unforgettable experience, it will help build a foundation for you that will help you build a repeat and a referral business. So not only will the people that you're servicing want to use you again, they'll become an advocate for you as well and tell all of their friends and family members to ensure to use you because you are the best. I'll give you an example. A few months back, I got a call from a lady and she's like, "Hey, you've sold my son a couple of houses. And I know I don't really live within your vicinity, but he told me I'm not allowed to use any other realtor but you because you are the best." And how can I say no to that? First of all, it's a referral and it's from an advocate client. That is what you want to create. If you were getting calls like that every other day or even every week, that is going to help you build a beautiful business. So, we are going to talk about, let me get it up here. I don't know whether you guys really, oh, no, I don't think you guys really need to see me, but here, we'll just do this. I'm here, but you just don't need to see me. Okay, so it's time to wow them. We're here to help empower you to build a repeat and referral business by crafting unforgettable experiences. I love this stuff. This is my jam. And the more I get into it, the more fun I have. And truly, it can be used with any type of business. This does not have to be somebody who is a realtor. This does not have to be somebody who is a short term accommodation host. This can be somebody who delivers water, somebody who does face painting, somebody who is a realtor, somebody who owns a gift shop. Like you can own any type of business and use this framework to build this repeat and referral business. So we're going to go through these 5 W's. We're going to keep it very, very simple. But sometimes we get confused with simple and thinking that it's not enough. We're going to keep it simple, but it's going to be very impactful for your business. Okay. So, no one seems to be going above and beyond anymore. Nobody seems to be making an effort to create unforgettable experiences or even a good experience at most. It is very few and far between that I have an interaction with a business that is rave worthy or worthy of talking about, because I would say, and maybe I'm being generous, 8 out of 10 times, I'm not having an experience that is worth talking about. In fact, if I am talking about it, it is probably because it wasn't a great experience. And I've literally been doing this for the last 20 years. In my head, I'll be at a restaurant, I'll be somewhere, and I'm like, if they would just do this, it could have changed the entire experience. Or if they could have just added this in or that in. So I've been doing this for a really long time in my head. And so finally, I'm starting to put it together in frameworks and starting to teach it because I think that it's going to be huge with AI coming into the world and everything being so virtual. People who want to build a relational business will want to do and implement these key elements into their business. So we want to make sure that we are tying in those unexpected moments of delight, which turn an ordinary interaction into something that's extraordinary. When you wow them, you'll strengthen the relationship you have with your clients, your customers, or your guests, building trust that ultimately creates a loyal base that drives repeat and referral business. The whole reason why we do this is to make that client obviously feel important and feel heard and understood and all those things. But we want them to use us again and again and again. And we want them to advocate for us. So together, we're going to build this framework, this roadmap together, and we are going to break it down very simply. And you'll see when we talk about all these who's, what's, where's, and why's, near the end, I'm going to put it in a very simple visual for you to be like, oh, it's really that easy. So who? So who are we planning to wow? Very simple, straightforward. Who is the person? Who is the client? Who is the guest? Who is the customer? Who is the target audience? So define that person, that group of people, or what have you. So whether it be VIP clients, first-time buyers, repeat customers, people who are referring you business. So that is the first thing you're going to break down is the who. Who is that person in this wow element or wow moment? Who is the person that is being wowed? And then you have to think about who is responsible for this experience. So who will be the one responsible to wow them? And if it's not you, then who? Is it the person greeting people at the front of your store? Is it management? Is it a cashier? Who is it that is going to be responsible for implementing this wow experience? Okay, so I know, super easy, super simple. And then the when. So we have to think about, okay, so now I know who I'm going to wow. Now, what is the when am I going to wow them? And these three key points of interaction, again, this is simple, but it's also so important to be able to determine when is this going to happen. And you don't have to be limited to one. You can literally have a wow element in each of these. You can do one before, you can do one during, and you can do one after, or however you see fit for your business model. This is completely customizable, so you use it however you feel is best for you and your business. So I call this the BDA framework, and I used to call this the PDP framework, but when we're breaking things down, it's actually much easier to just call it the BDA because it's the before, the during, and the after. And they are about as simple as that. It's before they actually interact with you. At the very beginning of them, you are demonstrating value and care even before they become a client or that they commit to you. Okay, so maybe you're giving them a discount or something. We'll go through that in a few minutes, but this is before they've committed to actually working with you and being a client, a customer, or a guest of yours. And then we look at the during. And that during process is the transaction process, which is another opportunity for you to stand out. This can be, I'll just give a quick example of being a realtor. Maybe it's during the very first showing that you do. Maybe it's the very first open house that you do. Maybe it's when their deal goes firm and you finally have a solid deal in place and it's solid and in stone. They finally have purchased a home. Or maybe it's during closing. Maybe you have a wow moment or an element that you want to infuse during that moment. But then another thing you want to think about as well for the during process is having something in place or a plan in place when something actually goes sideways. So the during could actually be the first issue that comes up, that you have to, like the first fire that starts that you have to put out. So for me personally, when I start working with clients and there's a contractual agreement between us, for example, whether they're buying or selling, I send them what I call is my 20 like list. And that 20 like list actually just asks them a bunch of questions about their favorite things. Do you prefer coffee or tea? Do you read books? Do you like digital books or in like paper books? Do you have kids? Do you have animals? What's your favorite restaurant? Do you prefer alcohol or no alcohol? So there's 20 questions that I ask them so that I know that during the process, first of all, if I'm planning to do something really nice for them, when they've solidified their deal or after they move in, I have something to go by to actually be like, oh, well, they love wine and their dog's name is this and they have this dog and these kids. I can customize a gift that is going to really be personalized and customized to their life. And I don't want to be sending beer or wine to somebody who is a recovering alcoholic. And I wouldn't otherwise necessarily know that unless I ask these questions. So that is something I like to do. So if there is an issue that comes up and say it's like a major issue and I know their favorite restaurant, I can send them a gift card and be like, hey, I know today was really tough. And you know what? We're going to make sure that we get through this and it's all going to be okay. Here's, go out on dinner on me tonight and just try and enjoy yourself. Tomorrow is a new day or something along those lines. Okay. So that is one of those wow. You can pre-plan for these. So you can have a generalized one where you're like, anytime during the process of buying or selling and something goes sideways, this is the framework that I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do for them. Okay. So, and then of course there is the after. So once the sale is complete, the journey hopefully continues because you are somebody who cares about a relational business. This is not just a one and done situation. I imagine, or I hope anyways, that you try to build on that relationship. It may not be something that you're communicating with them every single week anymore because they've already purchased their house, but you're at least still keeping in contact with them for their birthdays, for milestones, so on their home anniversary, whatever, inviting them to events or VIP events or what have you, the follow-ups and everything. This is where that starts to build on the foundation of your business, right? You're going to continue to build on that relationship. So for example, the after could be after their purchase, so their closing gift, if you do a closing gift of some kind. Maybe you are somebody who owns a store and you really appreciate the fact that they've, become a client of yours and they, have invested in your product. Maybe after you send them a coupon for their next purchase with an expiry date, of course. But just to show that you really appreciate their business. Or if there's a life event, most people who build a relational business, you start to get to know these people. You get to know a little bit about their personal life, their kids, their dogs, what stage in life they are. So sometimes some people might be in the retirement stage. Some people might just be coming out of school and, securing their dream job. It's these things, knowing these types of things is what's going to help you build that relational business that is really going to result in your repeat and referral business from them. And then you say, okay, where? So where are you going to wow them? And again, this is very, very simple. You are either going to do it online on social media, whether it be through your website, whether it be through your social media accounts, whatever. So it's either going to be online or on socials. It's either going to be in store. So if they're in store and they're purchasing from you and your wow element is, okay, I give them a coupon. This is the first time they've been with us. This is the first time they're purchasing from us. this now triggers, I'm going to give them a 50% off coupon for their next item, within 30 days. Okay. So something that's in store, or it could be something in their home, which would result in you sending them a handwritten note to their home. Now, not to complicate things, but you will need to obviously get their information, their home address, their home address, their phone number, what have you, in order to be able to do this home element. And we can definitely talk about that. And we will talk about that later on in the year about how to gather the information that you need in order to build these experiences to the best of your abilities. Okay, so again, pretty simple. You're either doing online, in store, or at their home. Now, what are you going to do? So define what you will do. So these did not have to be divided into these categories. I just thought for the sake of, individualizing things and maybe get you to, because maybe you'll connect with one more so than the other. I just thought I would do a couple of different ones. So intentionally wow them. So these are purposeful actions that go beyond the expected to show your clients you truly care. It's all about demonstrating value in every step of their journey. So this is intentional. This roadmap that we're building right now, this framework, this is intentional. So it's basically what you're doing right now. So then there's heartfelt connections. So these can be small, thoughtful gestures that transform how your clients feel about working with you. These touches show your clients they're more than just a transaction. They are valued. I will say, from working in real estate, I have a ton of Bernstein Bears We're Moving books, and there's a Robert Munch moving book too. Like there's two different core books that I always have a stock of. And when my clients get their home sold or are purchasing a new home, and it's for sure go ahead, I usually gift this book to their children. I'll write on the inside of the book, looks like you're moving. I'm so excited when I come to see your new house. I'll be so excited to see your new room. Something along those lines. That is a heartfelt connection. And I can't, as a parent myself, I know that touches my heart. So, as a consumer yourself, that if someone were to single out your children in a good way and gift them something, you're going to remember that. That is a heartfelt connection. Same goes for animals. If they don't have kids, but they have dogs or cats, and you give the dogs or the cats a toy of some kind or a cookie with their name on it, I'm telling you, it makes a huge impact, as small as it is. And I will also mention this. I have a cookie lady. I love her to death. She has this thing called an Eddie, and it basically prints on cookies. And whenever my clients have a new baby, I usually get the new baby photo that they post on Facebook. Usually I get that printed on a cookie. And then I also get, usually if they have siblings, obviously older siblings, there's usually pictures with the siblings holding the baby. And so I will get I'll get like half a dozen cookies, or I don't think I do a dozen, but half a dozen cookies of pictures with the babies and the kids and all those, or a family photo. I've even had people that I've sent these to say, I can't even eat these cookies. I just have to save it. These are the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And I'm like, I get it. It actually is really good cookies, but yes, no, I understand, because it is. And moving into the unforgettable keepsakes, that could be something that they consider an unforgettable keepsake. So when we look at the unforgettable keepsakes, that is a well-chosen gift that turns a great experience into a memorable one. I can almost guarantee, going back to the cookie thing, that not very many people probably gift customized pictured cookies to their clients when they have a baby. That is something that makes me stand out. So these are examples of how you can, start infusing this into your business. I'm not saying you have to do this, but these are just ideas for you to kind of maybe spark some creativity. And then, these keepsakes also serve as lasting reminders of the exceptional experience you've created to deepen your loyalty to their brand. Now, also, I'm going to just show you, because I have, let me just see if I can go back on the screen for you for a second. So I actually had these custom little things made for new babies too, I will just mention, because obviously new babies aren't going to eat the cookies. The kids will, or the parents will, but the babies won't. So I had these tiny little squishy things, and I had like a whole zoo, like a whole bunch of different animals. And obviously they can't swallow them. They're soft, they're cute. I think that if I was being gifted something like this for my baby, I think I would probably keep it forever, because it's different. It's not just a stuffy, like this is like a mini baby stuffy. I think I would probably keep this. And in fact, I haven't gifted all of them yet because I do really love them. I think they are so cute. But yes, so something like this could be considered an unforgettable keepsake. Another example, and you don't need to see me talk, but another example of this is my custom Christmas ornaments. So when my buyers purchase a new home, they always get a Christmas ornament with the year and the date of their home on it. I would imagine that most people would actually put it on their tree, and most people would keep it. So that would be something that is an unforgettable keepsake. Now, I did start going through these when I already had a list of these things. So we'll just go through some ideas. So when you are intentionally wowing them, maybe you celebrate anniversaries of working together with a personalized thank you video or a handwritten card. Solve problems proactively, like pre-filling forms or offering free upgrades. If you are in the travel business and you have the ability to upgrade them without any cost, do it. Like that's going to be something that they remember. I'm a huge fan of acknowledging birthdays. So I usually do a birthday card with a scratch ticket in it. I will often also send out radio shout outs to the local radio where they live, just to say happy birthday. And then if somebody's having, a milestone birthday, like a 50th or a 40th or whatever, you can also do some sort of a surprise cake or cupcakes or something like that. And then you can do seasonal celebrations like small pop-by gifts or tokens of appreciation. You can do this as a reoccurring tradition in your business, or you can do it once in a while. It doesn't have to be something that you do every single year. There are things that I personally do in my real estate business year after year, like my pie party. And what else do I do? Some coloring contests. I do the haunt your house contest and the deck your house contest. Those are things I do year after year. Millie, which there is an amazing call inside the classroom with Millie about hosting an incredible event. She is the queen of events, and she knows how to put them on. Now, with her, she never repeats something twice. She is always a once in a lifetime, one of a kind events. She is the queen of that. So if not doing the same thing over and over is your thing, by all means, do things differently every single time. With the heartfelt connections, again, you can send a handwritten note to their home, celebrating a milestone, acknowledging a special event, just to say thank you, congratulations on something. You can also craft a personalized video message to recognize a meaningful moment or achievement. So if you've got first-time homebuyers or a young client who just graduated university or college and just landed their dream job, send them a 15-second video saying, hey, I just saw that you graduated and you landed your dream job. I just wanted to say congratulations. You must be so excited and so proud. Super easy. I probably said that in less than 15 seconds. You can also acknowledge their family by celebrating their children's birthdays or accomplishments or milestones. So, for example, if they've got a little one going into school, you can send a little kindergarten care kit or something for them, or send them a water bottle with their name on it. Or you can definitely, there's so many opportunities for you to do this. You can deliver a thoughtful gift or honor a significant life event, like I was saying, with the new baby, a retirement, or to offer comfort after a loss. Some more unforgettable keepsake ideas would be to surprise your clients with custom gifts, such as a mug, a tote bag, or a bookmark featuring a meaningful quote or an inside joke. I have legitimately printed out a certificate for being able to make it through the most difficult transaction of the year. So I actually will be doing like yearly awards, just because it's fun. And you always will have that one transaction or that one client who just seems to just have like a really hard time and just nothing ever goes their way. So you can make things fun, like, I don't know, there's so many different ideas. Successful deal, contract completion, or a project launch. If clients, have sent you a referral that has resulted in maybe not just one business transaction, but multiple business transactions. You could be like referral VIP or something like that, and gift them something special. And then you could do holiday celebrations like the ornaments that I was talking about, or something that just is a year-end sort of gift. So with that being said, now we're at the why. Sorry, I did make notes, and I'm not really following my notes. So why are we wowing them? Why wow them? What's the whole point of this? Because it's not really for us initially. Like, we will get the benefits of it later on, but truthfully, it comes down to wanting to make your client feel valued and understood and important. Important really should be in there, because we just want them to feel important. We want them to feel like no other person will treat them this good, which is, again, why they're always going to come back to us. And then in addition to that, we're going to build lasting relationships with these people. These aren't just, like I said, it's like not just a transaction and on to the next. This is an opportunity for you to build a relationship that lasts a lifetime. I have dealt with mothers and fathers who then referred me to their kids, who those kids buy their first house. And there's been instances where, like, I've sold their first house and helped them buy the next house, and they're, outgrowing this house because they've had 3 kids or 4 kids. It's a relationship you want to build on a long-term basis. And then at the end of it all, it's going to generate that repeat and referral business. So that's why we wow them. Okay, how? So here is an example of the roadmap, the framework, whatever you want to call it. I just think it's probably better to be called a framework, because you can use this over and over and over again. And you can see in this example how easy this truly is. Now, you would want to do, like, if you're going to do a bunch of wow elements for a seller, you may have 3 or 4 of these built out for them. But this is what's going to help you organize your thoughts and actually come up with, okay, what am I doing? How am I going to do it? Where am I going to do it? All those things. So here's an example. Who am I wowing? New client, they're a seller. When am I going to do this? When they sign the listing contract, okay? Then they will receive, where are they going to receive it? They're going to receive it at their home. I'm going to already have their address, because I need to get their information. I actually, as a realtor, you need to verify their identity, and you need to look at their driver's license. So I'm going to obviously know and if I'm selling their house, I'm going to know their address. So they're going to receive this at their home. What is it? A Life Just Got Better box, a fun box with seller survival treats. A fun bee. I don't know what a fun bee is. I don't know what I did there. A fun box, maybe. Yeah, it's supposed to say a fun box. And I explained that earlier. Something that's just Smarties for making a good smart decision, some patches to help them with their stress and anxiety about the process, so on and so forth. Why are we doing this? To give them the feeling that they picked the right realtor for the job and to build trust. And then how are you going to do this? Implement this right away. Have these boxes on hand and ready to put together for when this happens. So you can have these boxes pre-made, ready to go. If you know that you sell 10 houses a year, then you can pre-make these 10 boxes and have them ready to go. And then when that trigger happens, you sign that contract, you know that, okay, I got to get this Life Just Got Better box. I need to get it to them, send it to their home. Okay. The second example, maybe you're a store owner of a retail store or a gift shop. Okay. So now you're looking at a new customer. When they enter the store is when you're going to wow them. Where are you going to wow them? In the store. What are you going to do? Give them a coupon if they say it's their first time shopping with you. Why? Why are you doing this? To show them that you value their business and look forward to serving them and welcoming them as a new customer. How are you going to do this? Have these specialized coupons on hand and ready to hand over to them to use for today. And then the other who is like, who is going to be responsible. So you would say like the greeter or the person on the floor. They have to interact with that person to find out, have you been in before? And they say, no, I've never been in here before. That's going to be the trigger. They're going to be like, okay, I need to give them, hopefully they've got them right in their pocket. We really love to value brand new customers, and we're really excited for you to try our products. Here's a coupon for today only. You can also have that greeter or the person on the floor write an expiry date inside the coupon so that they're forced in a way to use that coupon today. Chances are that's going to drive a sale, which is a smart move. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And as you can see, you should be able to take one sheet of paper and do this. It doesn't have to look like this. You could literally just write who, when, where, what, why, and how. And you can build your wow experience out. So the end result of this is you're about to unlock a new level of success by designing unforgettable experiences that leave a lasting impact. With the power of this roadmap or this framework, you will strengthen your client relationships. You will increase repeat business. You are going to boost referrals because they are obviously going to be super happy with their experience with you. And they're going to want to tell people that they know. This is going to also enhance your reputation. You're going to elevate your brand by delivering the exceptional personalized experiences that stand out in the industry. Other realtors, other store owners, whatever, they are probably not taking the time to do a roadmap or a framework like this. This is what's going to make you stand out and your reputation grow in a positive way. Then you're going to have greater client satisfaction and retention, meaning your clients are going to want to just write a review because it was so amazing. And you're not a lot of times trying to get a review on Google or trying to get them to write a testimony is sometimes really hard. It's kind of pulling teeth. But if you create this experience and they're extremely pleased and they're wowed, they'll just automatically go do it because they want to tell everybody how good that experience was, which then the retention is, you're not dealing with retention because they all stay because of what you do. And then lastly, you're going to create a more enjoyable and fulfilling business for you. So you're doing all these things for them, but at the end of the day, it's actually helping you to enjoy your job more and knowing that you're fulfilling your purpose. So when you look at it, you got to plan it, you got to work it, and then you're going to wow them. So now what? So this framework, this roadmap is obviously just the beginning. Now it's time to bring it to life. Use this framework to craft fresh, exciting experiences that wow your customers, your clients, and your guests at every stage of their journey. Start small, take intentional steps, and watch as these moments build stronger relationships, boost loyalty, and create a business that thrives on repeat and referral opportunities. The next step is yours, so let's get to work. So my challenge for you today is to wow a client, customer, or guest today. So I don't know what your business is or what you do, but even if you go onto Facebook and you know that one of you, look at the birthday list for today. And if you have a client, customer, or guest that's on your Facebook birthday list for today, send them a personalized birthday video and just say, "Hey, Susie, I just saw that it was your birthday. I just wanted to wish you the most amazing day and year ahead. I hope that you get to eat the cake and you're spoiled. Happy birthday." I've literally nailed down the birthday video. It's usually 12 seconds long, but that is going to stand out because no one else is probably going to send them a video birthday message personalized to them. And if they are, some people just make a generic one and use it over and over and over again. But if you take 12 seconds out of your day and just customize it to them, that is going to be a memorable moment for them. So now is your time to stay plugged in. So if you're interested in continuing on to this WowM journey and you want to learn more and build on this framework and this mindset, there's 3 ways you can do that with us. You can continue to grow inside the community, take a look at the classroom, go in and rewatch different recordings, communicate in the written discussion portion. We have our live monthly calls, which this is our January call. And then we also, or I guess the courses inside the classroom, obviously, as I mentioned, inside the community, and then one-to-one opportunities. So those one-to-one opportunities are inside the classroom. If you want customized, personalized, transformational leadership by me, but then there's also the monthly Q&A session that is also there for you. That is completely free. All you have to do is show up and ask your questions, and I will be happy to guide you through different opportunities or give you some creative feedback on, on what you can do differently or what you can implement, or give you some creative ideas based on what your business is. That's the juice of this for me. Is I absolutely love being creative and coming up with out of the box stuff. So thank you, obviously, for being here, and your attention means a lot to me. Your trust means a lot to me as well. And I truly do believe that if you follow through with this framework, it will help you, even if you just implement one framework for one interaction, one wow element. I do truly believe that you can make a difference in your business by starting to implement these factors in. And like I said, you can use this framework over and over and over again. Maybe you come up with, 2 or 3 for one specific client. Maybe a new client is one, and then maybe a VIP client gets different wow experience. But this definitely will help guide you to creating an experience that is absolutely unforgettable. And my number is down on the screen there. If you ever want to reach out, text me, call me, or reach out to me in the community. I'm here to help and support you. And until next time, I will see you on the next call.